All right, let's get things started today. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Come Hang Out stream number 23. We are here today. Today is, what day is it? Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. And we are here today to just kind of hang out and chit chat. I do have something planned for later in the stream, a video that you guys can help me out with. So stay tuned if you want to go ahead and see what that's all about. Let's go over our streaming schedule really quick, though, before we get to anything majorly special. This is our schedule right now. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and I do provide daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good day today. Just a quick disclaimer for me and I guess how my day's been going. This morning I was at the local pharmacy getting a couple of vaccines. So if I sound a little strange, it's just because my body is sore from getting 2 shots. I got flu and I got the COVID booster shot, or the C word booster shot. YouTube, if you're listening, please do not demonetize me because I said the corona word. All right, so we are here today, just letting you guys know right off the bat, got my vaccines today, so if I sound a little weird, it's probably why. We will talk about our video that we're going to be doing later today. We're going to be doing that in a few minutes, just starting that off, and I do have just a random video that I'm going to record on stream. You guys can help me out with that. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Yes, Kahoots are on Friday. For those of you guys that are asking about the Kahoots, they are on Friday. However, we will be doing an activity today on stream, once again, that you guys can help me out with. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that in a little bit. In the meantime, though, what questions do you guys have for me? Maybe we could just hang out for a few minutes and let me know how your guys' day is going. Let me know how your guys' day is going. My day's going all right, all things considered. We have Alden right away with the $1.99 donation. Rule number 2, never call Master Wu stupid ever. No, Master Wu is very wise. We always respect his
Pizza time.
his pizza time. No, we respect his intelligence. Master Wu is rather wise. Thank you, Alden, for the $1.99 donation. But yeah, my arms hurt. For those of you guys that have gotten shots before, vaccines of any kind, yeah, my arms hurt a lot. It's very difficult to move my arms, so I'm going to be doing that as little as possible for today's stream. All I need to do is click the mouse. Where's Waffle? Waffle is on my bed sleeping. She's sleeping on my bed in a cardboard box, which is also on my bed. Got package in the mail today. Haven't had a chance to put the box away just yet. So yeah, she's basically sleeping in the box. She has claimed that. Dream elemental power, perhaps lightning, maybe even ice, maybe water. I think water would be cool. Lately I've been thinking about fire, though. Like fire power, that could be cool to control. Can you pet Waffle? Sure you can. Everybody can pet Waffle. Leave some pets in the chat for Waffle. For those of you that don't know, Waffle is one of my cats. So, oh yes, I can indeed show you Waffle's image. I have not shown this in a while, but there's Waffle. That's what she looks like. You'll see her on your screen. She's like this little meerkat looking thing, I suppose. She's not really a cat as much as she is just something else entirely, but you know, that's what she looks like. Feel free to pet her. Someone asked for Skybound images. We can totally do Skybound. I hadn't really shown you guys Waffle's image for a while, but yeah, that's what Waffle looks like. She's sort of like the unofficial mascot of the channel for the time being. A lot of you guys seem to enjoy her presence, so she's here for the streams usually. She's just usually asleep and passed out in the corner. So, yes, Waffle, I don't know if you're listening, but people are saying hi to you. Yeah, she's passed out. She's not listening. What else do you guys got for me? If I were to choose 2 Ninjago villains to be friends with, I assume you mean? Who would I choose? Who would I choose to be friends with? I think Garmadon would be fun to hang around with. He might be a little, intimidating sometimes because of just how evil and demonic he looks. Maybe he'll try to pull a sneaky trick behind my back or something. But Garmadon might be fun to hang out with. Who else might be fun to chit-chat with? Maybe Harumi, if she wasn't crushed by a building, of course. I think Harumi would be fun to hang out with. So yeah, Garmadon and Harumi. Probably not at the same time though. That might get kind of messy, not gonna lie. Have you seen the new My Hero movie? Yes indeed. I've only seen it once though. I'm probably gonna grab it when it comes out on Blu-ray, but Yeah, I have seen it. I thought it was okay for those of you guys that watch My Hero Academia. I thought the new movie was relatively decent. Uh, choose villains to be friends with each other. Okay, let's make a villain team up really quick. Two unlikely villains. How about we do the Overlord and maybe Morrow? How about that? I feel like that could be fun. They'd probably be at each other's throats for sure, to in order to gain control. But I think that would be fun to see those two interact, Morrow and the Overlord. Um, yeah, hate getting shots, but I do need them. Yeah, I don't mind getting shots. I mean, like, they're all right. It's just like the side effects after are what get me. The soreness, the me being tired all the time, whatever you call that, the drowsiness. But getting the shot itself isn't super terrible for me. Favorite season 11 set? That's a difficult one. What even came out with season 11? I think the Lloyd's Titan mech was pretty cool looking. I never got it though because it didn't have knees, and I kind of wanted a Ninjago mech with knees. Thankfully, Zane's Titan mech came around for Legacy, and I ended up getting that because that has knees. But yeah, I think Lloyd's Titan Mech is probably the best Season 11 set. Admittedly, I did not get a lot of the Season 11 sets. I kind of skipped out on a lot of those. So that's kind of a Ninjago wave that I didn't really partake in too much. Let's see. Am I watching the Ninjago movie on my birthday? I don't know what I'm going to do for my birthday. I have no plans currently. But yes, my birthday is soon, November 23rd. I was buying an adult beverage the other day at the store, and the checkout lady was like, "Oh, it's almost your birthday." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot about my birthday." Just got here. What are we talking about? Just anything goes. If you had a question, feel free to shoot it in the chat. Feel free to, ask me anything you'd like. And then in a few minutes, we are going to be doing a little bit of an activity that you guys can help me with on this stream. Not a Kahoot, for those of you guys wondering. Those are on Fridays, but we're going to be doing something different. Can I switch to a season 1 background? Sure. Of course. Adult beverage. We are YouTube safe. Yes, indeed. I said the Corona word earlier in the stream. Hopefully YouTube doesn't get me on that. I know you're not supposed to say that dreaded word on on YouTube, but we'll see if I can get away with it. If this stream gets demonetized, I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Thoughts on the Legacy Bounty? Consider buying it? I mean, I think it gets discontinued at the end of this year, right? So if I'm going to get it, I might as well get it soon. I never ended up getting that Legacy Bounty, though, because I still have the Ninjago movie Bounty, and in my opinion, that's just an infinitely better looking bounty. But the Legacy Bounty isn't super terrible looking either. If I did not have the movie Bounty, I'd probably get the Legacy Bounty. But as it stands right now, I don't have it, and I'm not sure if I will get it. I think Waffle's more meerkat than actual cat. Oh yeah, for sure. Some of you guys are asking for a quick poll. We can totally do that before we start our activity. But what poll topic do you want to see? What's a good idea? Shoot me some poll ideas in the chat. We can totally do one. Destruction or creation? I think creation would be a better element to have, or a better, not element, but whatever you call creation and destruction. Let's see. Funimation or Crunchyroll? I mean, they're both kind of terrible in my opinion, but I guess I use Funimation more. Just my thoughts on that. Best OG dragon? Sure, we can do that. Some of you guys are saying original ninja, but I feel like if we do the dragons, that'd be a little little different. Best OG Dragon. You know, right now they're all currently being used as Iron Baron's chair, but you know, it is what it is. Let's put some dragons in the poll. What do we got? We got Flame, we got Rocky, we got Wisp. If I could spell Wisp, that'd be nice. And we have Shard. All right, feel free to vote really quick, you guys, for the best original Ninjago Dragrin. Feel free to vote. I like dragons. I'm a pretty big fan of the original dragons. I hope that Ninjago Legacy releases the rest of them, because we have Flame right now. We need the other three. Give us more dragons, Ninjago Legacy, please. What would be my 3 wishes from Nauticon? I would use each wish to vote for, or to wish for Lego to make more Legacy dragons. 1 for Rocky, 1 for Wisp, and 1 for Shard. We need them. That's like my dream, is to have all 4 of those dragons together. Did I know that the Island and Seabound are on Lego's official YouTube channel? Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot throughout the community. A lot of you guys have been tagging me in various posts and sending them my way. Yeah, for those of you guys wondering, especially if you live in the United States, you can indeed find some of the Seabound and Island episodes, basically for free to watch on YouTube, Lego's official channel. They're in HD, they look glorious, and, we're going to be getting them on Netflix soon anyway, so you can basically choose where you want to watch it. Your wish is yours to keep. Give me the dragons, Nauticon. I dare you. Season 7 background? Sure. Hands of Time. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, do they have all of the episodes? Because last I checked, they were missing a couple. They were previously region locked, from what I understand. People in the US could not view them. That's why if you go to one of those episodes, for example, on Lego's channel, they'll say, they were posted in June or something. They've probably been region locked for a very long time. How's the poll doing? Rocky's winning, no surprise there. But the other three dragons are pretty much neck and neck. Flame is a little bit more ahead of Wisp, and Shard has very little fans. But hey, you know what? The Ice Dragon was my first major Ninjago set that was not a spinner. So Shard holds a very special place in my heart in that sense, I suppose, in that context. Let's see. Yeah, Hands of Time I feel like is just alright. Definitely has some fans out there, though. For me, yeah, Hands of Time is it's pretty much right in the middle. Pretty average, in my opinion. Yeah, I love the Ice Dragon. That original Ice Dragon set I got on sale, I think, because back in the day, I very much did not have a job, and as such, I hardly had any, money to spend on Ninjago. That's why I could only afford, like, one spinner at a time, as opposed to buying, like, the actual Ninjago sets that were out at the time. But Shard, the Ice Dragon, I got lucky, because that set was on sale, I think, for $9, $9 US, which is pretty good, because I think that was $20 when it came out. So I was able to get the Ice Dragon for pretty cheap. So that was good. That set holds a very special place in my heart. I still have that set to this day. Never sold that one off. Should skeletons return in season 16? I mean, a lot of folks are already upset that we're getting snakes again, so if skeletons came back, I'm not sure if that would be better or worse for people. Because we've had a lot of skeleton villains as well. Most recently in Season 13, there were some skeleton bad guys. They were a little different from the original Skulkin, but still skeletons nonetheless. Favorite type of ninja weapon? Any type of sword is cool to me. Nunchucks are also fun. Anything on a chain is fun to build and display, especially, like, for example, Cole's Technoblade, Jay's weapon from Season 13. Anything of Jay's is pretty much on a chain. Kind of weird that his Technoblade isn't, but you know what? Cole's is, and that's good enough for me. You could always swap the pieces around if you like. Let's let the poll go for a few more minutes, and then we will jump over to the activity that I have planned for today. And then we can pretty much do that, and probably not until the end of the stream, but it'll be really close. We still have about 40-ish minutes left in the stream. How do I activate the background pictures for different seasons? Well, I use OBS Studio to stream and record screens and whatnot, and I do have all of the seasons pretty much lined up right here in a folder, and all I need to do is click on one of the folders and it automatically plays a slideshow. So, for example, right now you have Season 7, I could easily click the one right below it, which is Season 8, and then it switches to Sons of Garmadon. It's fairly simple. But yeah, I use OBS Studio. It is free, so if you guys want to stream like this too, you totally can. How many of these season backgrounds do you have? I have pretty much all the seasons. I also have Spinjitzu Brothers, some of the Legacy shorts, and the Ninjago movie. Favorite Lego theme besides Ninjago? Well, what first got me into Lego before Ninjago even came out was Space Police, Space Police 3. Some of you might know it as. But Space Police got me into Lego. Hero Factory made me stay with Lego because Hero Factory came out in, I think, the summer of 2010. And that was a pretty cool series to me. I loved collecting Hero Factory sets. And Ninjago came out in 2011 and sealed my fate even further. So I've been a Lego fan for quite a few years. But yeah, Space Police and Hero Factory are some of my other favorite themes aside from Ninjago. So, some of you guys may not have even heard of Space Police. But trust me, Space Police was pretty cool. It was fun to collect those back in the day. What else was out at the time? Lego Atlantis, Power Miners, those older themes. I kind of miss them, not gonna lie. I do kind of miss some of those older Lego themes. Who was my favorite Hero Factory character? Let's see. I really liked Evo, but only in Ordeal of Fire, the 2.0 series. As soon as Evo returned, he sort of became Furno to an extent, the hot-headed rookie character, and I just didn't like that. I liked Evo a lot more when he was like the calm, collected ninja type character. I thought Evo was a pretty cool character. Otherwise, Stringer was cool. Stormer, love Stormer. My first Hero Factory set, though, was... which of the original ones did I get first? I think it was Stormer, actually. The original Stormer figure. I got that first. So, how we doing on the poll? Is the poll almost ready to be complete? Yes, indeed. We are going to end off the poll. Rocky won. Congratulations to fans of the Earth Dragon Rocky. I mean, he was pretty much the only dragon that had any resemblance of a personality, let's be real. So, congratulations, Rocky. Good job, Rocky. And then Flame came in second, followed by Wisp, followed by Shard. And that's pretty much going to do it for that poll. I am going to attempt to get this project started. So those of you guys that are waiting for that, we are going to start off this project really quick. I just need to load up my stream on my telephone so I can read the chat, because I'm not going to be able to do so on either of my screens. So let me unplug the old cell phone, and I'm going to switch things over here. So give me just a quick second. So what I have in store for you guys today in terms of an actual project that you can help me out with, this will indeed be a video when it's all said and done, so stay tuned for that. But we have another tier list for you guys. Nothing too major, but this is the tier list that I have in store right here, all loaded up. This is essentially a tier list for all of the Ninjago seasonal intros. As you can see, we have all of them right here, and I would like to rank them on this tier list right here. This will indeed be a video, and feel free to put in the chat as well which tier you would put each intro in as we go through them. I do have all of them here, I believe, starting with Season 1 and ending with Seabound right here. Season 6 should be right there. Not sure why it was down there, but you know how it goes. All right, so for our tiers, we have perfect being the best, then great being the second best, average is the middle, then we have bad, and then we have terrible down here at the very bottom of the tier list. I figured we could go through these and you guys could, you know, drop your own opinions in the chat as well as we get to it. Let me move my phone really quick though, because it is messing up the microphone a little bit. Give me 1 second to move the microphone cord out of the way. Sometimes my phone interferes with the actual microphone. So I can indeed see the chat, so don't worry, I'm still reading your guys' opinions. And let's start things off by taking a look at Season 1. So we're going to start with Season 1. This intro right here, Season 1's intro, is classic. You can't really go wrong with this one. If I had to rank it, I'd honestly probably put it in perfect. It was the OG. It was one of the best in my opinion, and that intro is just, once again, super nostalgic, super classic. I love it a lot. The classic rendition of The Weekend Whip plays over this, and I just find this intro to be very, very nostalgic every time I look back at it. Yes, very iconic indeed. That's a great word to describe it. Iconic. You had the original Ninja along with Wu and Nia. It just created for the perfect intro, especially for the earlier Ninjago seasons. A lot of you guys are saying that it's also perfect. Agreed, perfect. Yeah, I really enjoy Season 1's intro. You don't really see intros like this anymore, which is quite a shame, but we'll get to that later on, don't you worry. Season 2, I am also going to be putting in the perfect section. I mean, the only thing that was changed was that Lloyd was added, so it's not super different, I suppose, and some people might, you know, make it lose a few points. Some people might not like that very much. I personally don't have a problem with it. I think Season 2's intro is just as good as Season 1's, if not better, because of the addition of Lloyd. I like that one quite a bit. I love how they also updated Lloyd throughout the entirety of Season 2. He started off being, you know, young Lloyd, and then when he got older, he turned into the more adult, mature version of Lloyd. What do you guys say for Season 2's intro? How are you guys rating that one? Good, great, perfect, average. A lot of really mixed options here for Season 2's intro. I really like Season 2's intro, though, not gonna lie. Season 1 and 2 are very nostalgic. I agree. I very much agree. And yeah, obviously you guys can have a different opinion than me. Don't worry about that. Skipped a Zoom call to do this. Well, welcome. I'm glad you were able to attend the stream. Hopefully that Zoom call wasn't anything super important. Excuse me. All right, let's talk about Season 3, Rebooted. Rebooted's intro I liked as well. I liked all the weird technical stuff going on. It's also very short. It's not super long as opposed to the original ones, I don't think. I'm going to put it in the great section, I think. I think Rebooted's intro is pretty nice. I love all of the, like I said, the technical glitches, everything going on. It basically provides a nice tone as to what this season is all about. It basically establishes what Season 3 was going for in terms of looks and feel. So I'm going to put it in great, actually. I really like Rebooted's intro. But let me know what you guys think about this one in the chat as well. I'm seeing a couple greats, a couple averages. You know, not my favorite. That's okay. It's not my favorite either, but I feel like it works for Season 3. I also liked how they updated the ninjas' suits. Originally they had their kimonos, but then they updated them to their rebooted outfits. So I thought that was a real nice touch. All right, let's move on to Season 4, Tournament of Elements. In terms of the tournament intro, I actually really like this one a lot. I love the jungle feel. I love the rendition of the Weekend Whip that plays over this. It's one of my favorite variations of the Weekend Whip. And in fact, I will be putting it in the perfect section. I'm going to put it above the original intros though, because I find Tournament's intro to be really good. I love Tournament's intro. I think that's a very excellent introduction to the tournament season. And like Rebooted's intro, I feel like it fits the tone, look, and feel of what Season 4 was all about. So definitely putting Season 4 in the perfect category, in terms of an intro, of course. A lot of you guys are saying perfect as well. Yeah, I really think that this intro is really solid. That is true. I like the stone lettering as well. That is true. That is a true point. I wish they did update Zane as well, because Zane is still the poster throughout the entirety of the season. I wish when the ninja would have found Zane, maybe they would have updated that, but they didn't, unfortunately. So it is kind of rough, but you know, it is what it is. I like Season 4's intro still, even though that one little teeny tiny thing is kind of, you know, bothersome about it. I still find it to be one of the better Ninjago intros. All right. Possession's intro. Let's move on to Possession. I like Possession quite a bit, actually. I think Possession has a very, very spectacular intro. In fact, I'm going to put it, I want to put it in perfect or great. I'm having difficulties deciding where I want to put it. It is really good. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to put it in perfect. I'm not sure if I'd put it above the original intros, though, but it still is pretty cool. I love the ghostly rendition of the Weekend Whip. I find that to be beautiful. It fits a spooky season such as Possession. It definitely does. I love how a ghost or little ghoul is kind of, you know, making their way around the ninja, and they're acting all scared, and it definitely fits the tone and feel of Season 5, especially with the ninja in the cemetery. So I'm going to have to put it in the perfect section once again. Good atmosphere? Yes, indeed. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. Nice theming, lots of characters, for sure. I liked Season 5's a lot. Season 5's intro, in fact, is one of my favorite ones. Like how Lloyd's eyes turn green. Yeah, that's a nice touch. Kind of signifies his possession. Kind of, you know, foreshadows what Moro's going to be doing to Lloyd. So, definitely don't have an issue with that. Go Moro. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Andrew Francis, for joining us here today. Yeah, Season 5's intro is pretty nice because it kind of, you know, it kind of teases what Moro is going to be up to. The scheming little guy that Moro is, the scheming ghost man. Let's move on to Skybound, Season 6. I like Skybound's intro as well. I'm probably going to put it on par with Rebooted's. I think I'm going to put it ahead of Rebooted's intro. I like Skybound's intro. My only big issue with Skybound's intro is that it doesn't have a giant group shot at the end. Instead, you just see Nauticon, which does fit for the season, I will say, because Nauticon, you know, slowly takes out the ninja one at a time, and as you get further and further into the storm, closer to Nauticon, the screen gets darker, and it just provides more of that ominous tone that Season 6 had, especially regarding Nauticon's character. So, yeah, I like Skybound's intro a lot. I find the, you know, flying through the sky aspect to be super cool, very unique as well. I'll probably put it on par with Rebooted's, though, I will say. I think these two are relatively similar to each other. Not as good, in my opinion, as these four up here. But what do you guys have for Skybound's intro? Average, a couple greats. Perfect. Season 6 intro is god tier. It's pretty good, I agree. I just wish they had sort of like a group shot at the end of it, you know? That would have sealed the deal for me in terms of making this a perfect intro, but it's still good nonetheless. I like it a lot. I also like how in the Skybound intro, the ninja appear in the order in which they are captured. That's also a pretty nice touch. Kind of foreshadows the events of Skybound. So a lot of you guys are saying great. I agree, it is pretty good. It is pretty good. Let's move on to Day of the Departed's intro. This intro is rather strange in my opinion. There's not a whole lot of intro going on here. They just kind of flash through each of the ninja. Each ninja has like a line of witty dialogue, and then it shows their name, and that's about it. I'm not a huge fan of the ultrasonic raider sequence either. I might have to put it in the bad section. I mean, Day of the Departed as it is not great in my opinion, but I do like the intro a little bit. I mean, it's not terrible, that's for sure, but it's also not the best. I find Day of the Departed's intro to be very lackluster. I feel like if it was a little bit more stylized like these other intros, it might be a little better, or might be a little higher on my list. I also don't really like how Day of the Departed's intro doesn't have a Weekend Whip rendition, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't really have a Weekend Whip variation, if I'm not mistaken, right? I'm not dumb. Just want to pop in and say hi. Appreciate you all for being so positive. Thank you, Andrew Francis, for joining us once again. You're always welcome in these streams, man. It's always fun seeing your face in these chats. It's always nice seeing you here. Thank you very much for coming. What do you guys feel about the Day of the Departed intro? How do you guys feel about that? A lot of you guys are saying terrible, average, or bad. Someone said yellow, which is the average section. I don't think it's average. I mean, it's, you know, it's not terrible, but it's not average either. I'd put it in the bad section. The Rift Whip is a thing. Yeah, but did that play before the intro or play during the intro? I can't remember. Yeah, Day of the Departed, not great. Not super great. Let's move on to Hands of Time Season 7. I love Season 7's intro. It's one of my favorites. It immediately goes in the perfect tier for me. Probably going to put it above the two OGs and Possession. I just love Hands of Time's intro. Hands of Time as a season is not super great, but it's also not terrible. I find the season itself to be pretty mid-level, pretty average. But the intro is amazing. I'm not sure if I said season or intro, but the season itself for Hands of Time is average. The intro is fantastic. I love the intro. I love how it slows down and pans through each of the ninja, finally resting on Kai and Nia using their respective elemental powers to fight the Time Twins. I just find that intro to be incredible. I also love the Weekend Whip that plays over this one too. I just think it's phenomenal. Yeah, we're not talking about the Hands of Time season here. We're talking about the intro, the opening. I love the intro to Hands of Time. Might be my favorite. I'm not sure if I enjoy it more than tournaments, but these two are pretty much hand in hand, neck and neck for me. How do you guys feel about Hands of Time? I'm seeing a lot of perfects in the chat, just scrolling back through. A couple lower scores, which is totally okay. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion after all. Like how it stops the clock. Yeah, I love how it does that. It definitely plays with the themes of time and time manipulation that's going to be happening during Season 7. It's just a very good intro. I think the intro to Hands of Time is phenomenal. One of my favorites. The ticking part, yes, it fits with the song. It's beautiful. Great sound mixing on the part of whoever designed the Hands of Time intro. Let's move on to Sons of Garmadon. Now, Sons of Garmadon intro, the intro to Season 8, it's not terrible. I know some people hate it. I don't. I'm probably going to put it in the average section. Sons of Garmadon is a very fantastic season, don't get me wrong, but the Season 8 intro just doesn't really have the same feel as these other ones up here. It doesn't showcase all of the ninja. Well, it does, but it doesn't have like a showcasing montage with their names and stuff. It just kind of pans through them, pans through Ninjago City. I do like, though, how at the very end Lloyd kind of confronts the shadow of Garmadon. That part always, sent chills down my spine, or whatever the phrase is. I just really liked that part. I did miss the Weekend Whip. Yeah, I'm not, going to jump on the hate bandwagon for the Season 8 intro, but I do miss the Weekend Whip. I think that was a very important part of what made Ninjago intros special, and Season 8 didn't really have that, but it's still solid nonetheless. Let me know what you guys think about it in the chat. Some of you guys are saying average, awesome. To be fair, yeah, it is pretty cool. I can see how some people would like it. Average, average, great, a lot of averages, a couple bads, which is okay, of course. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions after all. But yeah, I personally feel like Season 8's intro is kind of average, in just my opinion. Doesn't really fit with the other intros, but still not terrible. Let's go on to Season 9's intro. I like this one quite a bit. It's not as good, in my opinion, as some of these other ones in the perfect section, but it's a lot better than Season 8's, that's for sure. I'll probably put it ahead of Rebooted's, maybe after Skybound's. I love Season 9's intro. I love how the ninja are kind of split down the middle, with the original 4 being trapped in the first realm, and Lloyd and Nia pretty much forced to fend for themselves in the realm of Ninjago. The intro pretty much plays that perfectly, and I thought that it was a pretty good way of showing that. They're kind of running on the chain, both sides of the chain, kind of showing that they're connected, but not really. I like that a lot. I also love Garmadon's really menacing appearance at the very end of the intro. Hunted's intro was a lot better than Sons of Garmadon's, in my opinion, but Sons of Garmadon's intro, or Sons of Garmadon as a season, is still a lot better, in my opinion, than Hunted. The intro is really great, though. What do you guys have for it? A lot of you guys are saying great. Hunted's amazing. Average. Of course, your opinion is your opinion. Yeah, I liked how they started off the intro too, with the first realm in the Iron Baron and whatever was going on in that section of Season 9's story. But yeah, I thought it was okay. Definitely a lot better than Sons of Garmadon. That's pretty much all I have to say regarding Ninjago Hunted's intro. Why don't we move on to March of the Oni? March of the Oni is, it actually has a pretty solid intro, I'm not going to lie. March of the Oni's intro is actually really good, in my opinion. It kind of showcases the Ninjago legacy style of, revisiting all the older seasons and providing us with a fresh look at those seasons, but at the same time, it just doesn't feel like it fits in with any of these either. Though I did like taking a solid look at the older Ninjago stories and the older seasons. I'm going to say great, actually. I'll probably put it above Hunted. Not as good as Skybound's, in my opinion, but March of the Oni, as an intro, as just the opening sequence, is very solid. I liked that quite a bit. I thought the murals were excellent. Those, of course, are the same murals that we saw on the walls of the monastery, so I thought that was a nice touch. And the music is okay as well, kind of fits that classic Ninjago theme that we all know and love from several years ago. It is supposed to be celebrating, I suppose, the legacy of Ninjago. Hence why March of the Oni and Ninjago Legacy were pretty much in the exact same position. So I'm going to put March of the Oni in the great section, I feel, right behind Skybound and right ahead of Hunted. What do you guys have to say about the... excuse me, the microphone is being really, really fuzzy. How do you guys feel about the March of the Oni intro? Let me know. Average, nostalgic? Yeah, for sure. I love how they go through all of the older seasons. Klaus's mural. Yeah. What was the Klaus season in the March of the Oni intro? That's actually supposed to be for the Dark Island trilogy. It's actually a series of Ninjago comic books that are supposed to be canon. But of course, that never made it into the actual TV series. So, yeah, let's move on. What do we have next? We have Season 11. This is when we get to the Wild Brain era for Ninjago intros. And I'm going to be honest, I don't really like Season 11's intro at all. I might have to put it in the terrible section. That is the first one that's going to be going in the terrible section. Season 11's intro, I just didn't like all that much. I liked going through and seeing like a recap of the previous episode. I mean, that was always fun to see. Kind of reminded me on of the previously on Ninjago era that we got for these couple of intros. But the intro itself for Season 11, I like how they updated it from the Fire chapter to the Ice chapter, but I just don't find it to be that compelling and that great, honestly. It might be one of the most underwhelming intros in the entire Ninjago series. So I'm going to put it in the terrible section. What do you guys have to say about that? Lots of terribles as well. A lot of you guys saying that you hate it. It's not great. I think it's... it has some redeeming qualities, but it's not as good as literally anything else on this list. So just my opinion on that. But a lot of you guys appear to feel the exact same way. Missed previously on Ninjago. Yeah, me too. I kind of missed those days, not gonna lie. Let's move on. A lot of you guys are kind of trashing the season 11 intro. Let's move on to Prime Empire. Now, unlike season 11's intro, I loved Prime Empire's colors. I like the red in the actual Prime Empire world. I liked that a lot more. But at the same time, it's not as good as something like Sons of Garmadon's intro. So I'm going to have to put it in the bad section for Prime Empire. Just my opinion. I don't find it as great as the Sons of Garmadon intro, which is also pretty average in and of itself. But you know, the actual Prime Empire world with all of the red coloring and the lasers, all that's really cool. I like that a lot. But it's not as good as this one. It's definitely better than this one, not as good as this one. So, gonna have to put it in the bad section, at least in my opinion. Not super great there. What do you guys have to say about it? Average. A lot of you guys are saying average. Can't really tell what happened without the previously on Ninjago. That is true. They just kind of show minor clips without even getting into, you know, sound clips or, you know, showing the actual context of what's going on. That is true. That is true. At least it's kind of a nice homage to what we got up here, but not as, you know, not as compelling as I would like it to be. I like the arcade motherboard beginning in the intro. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think the visuals in this intro for Prime Empire are a lot better than Season 11's for sure. Yeah, Prime Empire is a pretty solid season, I will say. Okay, Master of the Mountain. I like the visuals a lot more here, especially when compared to Prime Empire and Season 11. So I'm probably going to put this one in the average section, pretty much right on par with Sons of Garmadon. I love how it goes through all of the visuals of the, not the underworld, what is it? Shintaro, especially the dungeons. Don't know why I said the underworld, but, you know, Shintaro. I loved the visual cues there, especially with the skeletons. Kind of shows that Master of the Mountain had a very different feel than what Prime Empire and Season 11 had established prior. So I think Master of the Mountain is a fine opening or a fine intro. I think that season had a very good intro. Not as good as some of these up here, though, so I'm going to have to put it on par with Sons of Garmadon. Just my opinion. I just like the visuals a lot more than Prime Empire and Season 11. What do you guys have to say about Master of the Mountains intro? Mountains of the Masters. Good, but the rest of the Wild Brain seasons are either bad or average. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. Average here. Average. Fair enough. Great. Okay, I can see how some of you guys might consider this intro to be great and fantastic. But yeah, to me it's just kind of average. Yeah, it does have one of the best whips. That is true. The Shintaro Dungeon whip. I love that whip. It's amazing. Easily one of the best in my opinion. It doesn't use the best part of the song. Yeah, I mean, big complaint right there, I suppose. All right, let's move on to the island. Now, the island, to me, it just seems a lot like Prime Empire, except the visuals are a lot more intriguing than Season 11's, of course. I just don't really care for these visuals in Season 11 at all. The island's visuals are pretty cool, though. I love the colors, especially. The island had a really good, did a really good job at providing, you know, a lot of really solid colors. The colors of the island were beautiful, especially in the intro. But it's not as good as Master of the Mountains, in my opinion. Not as bad as Season 11's, so I'm gonna have to put it in the just in the bad section in general. The island could have been a lot more, especially in the intro. But let's move on. Oh, we got to look at the chat. What do you guys have to say about the island? Almost forgot. Bad. The island is just a big ad. It's about right. Kind of bad, but the colors are nice. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Pretty much on par with what I think. Better than Day of the Departed's. I don't know about that. I think I like the ranking where it is right now. I think that's a good way of describing that. But yeah, let's move on to the last Ninjago season that we need to talk about. The last one is, of course, Seabound. Seabound's intro I actually really like because of the colors and the underwater atmosphere. I find Seabound's intro to be quite beautiful when you think about it. I'm going to put it on par with Master of the Mountain. In fact, I might even put it above Master of the Mountain. I think Seabound's intro is the best of the Wild Brain era thus far. I find it to be, once again, really pretty in terms of the colors, the music. I find it to be quite cool. What can I say? I love the underwater section of Ninjago Seabound. I thought that was the better part of the season, or one of the better parts. And yeah, I find Seabound's intro to be a lot more compelling than Master of the Mountain's. Just my opinion, of course. But what do you guys have to say about Seabound's intro? Let's get some Seabound intro thoughts in the chat. Bad, no whip. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Average, hate Seabound. Let's see. Boring. That is fair. The visuals aren't as exciting as some other Ninjago seasons. That is true. That is true. Love how you get an underwater feel by the music. Yeah, that's true as well. I thought that was a very nice touch. And with that being said, I believe we have ranked all of the Ninjago intros. So just to recap really quick before we cut back to our regularly scheduled Ninjago streams. In Perfect, we have Tournament, Hands of Time, the original couple of seasons, and Possession. I find that lineup to be really solid, really nice. I believe all of these deserve to be in the Perfect section in my opinion. In terms of great, we have Skybound, March of the Oni, Hunted, and Rebooted. All pretty solid intros as well. Just not as good in my opinion as some of these up here. I find these to be a lot better, dare I say, than these ones. Average, we have Sons of Garmadon, Seabound, and Master of the Mountain. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like that's a fair ranking right there. Then in bad, we have Day of the Departed, Prime Empire, and The Island. Almost forgot what these two seasons were called, and I find that to be appropriate as well. The only one in terrible is the intro to season 11, which I think it deserves to be there. Let's be real. It was not the best intro that Ninjago had ever done. But yeah, that's basically going to do it for our ranking right there. I will leave a link down below in the description once the actual video form of this comes out, so feel free to rank these intros for yourself if you're watching this in the future, or if you're watching this on stream right now, I will add the link in the chat momentarily. So thank you very much, and let's get back to our regularly scheduled Ninjago stream. Where is our photos? What season should we start with, you guys? Why don't we do March of the Oni, and then we'll cut to more as we continue on. Going to copy and paste the link to this, copy and paste the link to the actual tier list, and then I'll drop that in the chat for you guys if you want to go ahead and fill that out for yourself. You know, if you guys can't wait until the video form of this comes out. Let's drop it in the chat. Control V. Boom. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so you guys should be seeing the link in that chat right now. You should be seeing the link. Feel free to fill out that tier list for yourself if you would like to. If you want to, you know, fill it out for yourself and rank the intros. Some of you guys want to do another poll. We could totally do that. Poll of the OG4 Ninja. Yeah, we could totally set that up for ya. All right. There we go. Alrighty, best of the OG4 Ninja. I'm going to spell out 4 like the word 4. All right, who we got? We got Kai, we got Jay, we got Cole, and we got Zane. Kind of a classic, kind of like a classic poll for you guys today. If you guys were around in season 11, I did this a lot with my friends. Who's the best of the original 4 Ninja? We kind of each had a favorite. So yeah, feel free to vote in that poll. I'm going to take a sip of water. I've been talking for a while. It's been a minute since I have rehydrated my face. So let's do that quick. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alrighty. This girl in my class has a crush on my best friend, getting on my nerves. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's school for you. That's school 101. I do not envy that situation. I hope it works out for you, though. Hope it works out in the end. Not really sure what to say about that, but I hope it works out. Who we liked then or now. Just vote for whatever. If you guys had an original favorite ninja, feel free to vote thinking in that mindset, or if you just want to vote right now on which of the OG4 you find to be the best, feel free to vote. It's up for you. It's up to you, rather. Didn't work out for me. Yeah, me neither. But you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Sometimes it do be like that, as the kids say, as you young whippersnappers say. As Ninjago community members go, I find myself to be one of the elderly members. So, yeah, figured I would use my elderly terminology. Get off my lawn, you young whippersnappers. How much money do I think my whole collection costs? So who knows, man. I have no idea how much money I've spent on Ninjago over the years. I've gotten a lot of Ninjago sets ever since Ninjago had begun, and I don't really want to think about how much money I spent on Ninjago. Definitely in the thousands, that's for sure. But you know what? You know, when you get to be an adult, you can spend money on things that you like. And who needs groceries and household items when you can buy Ninjago sets, right? Right? Who is winning the poll right now? Cole is in the lead right now, followed closely by Jay and Kai, who are tied for second, and then Zane is in last place. Not as many Zane fans as there are fans of Jay, Cole, and Kai. Fair enough, fair enough. Voted Jay since he was my favorite at the beginning. Favorite right now is Cole. That's basically the exact same mindset that I have. When Ninjago first started out, Jay was my favorite one, and then Cole was my favorite currently, and he's been my favorite since the Ninjago movie. Let's see. Have I ever been picked on because I was a Ninjago fan? Not really. I mean, people knew that I did YouTube videos on Ninjago when I was in my later years of high school. So they kind of knew that there was an audience for it, and they didn't really say anything about that to my face, but who knows what they were saying to each other. It's really difficult to care about that, though. I mean, I know what I like, and who really cares if people don't like what I like or like to make fun of me for how I like. I just never really cared about that kind of stuff throughout high school, I suppose. But, you know, it's different for everybody. Some people care about that more than others, for sure. Gotta go. No problem, Celine. Thank you very much for joining us today. No problem at all. Once again, guys, I will say if there's ever a day where you cannot be here on the stream, if you guys are regulars, don't feel too bad about it. You can still rewatch the streams as soon as they get done being live, because as soon as these streams get done wrapping up, they will be on YouTube as videos. So you can always rewatch these streams again if you'd like, or if you missed it, you can always watch it for the first time and leave a comment there. Pretty much works out for everybody. Favorite bound? Out of Skybound or Seabound, probably Skybound. I think that's just a tiny bit better than Seabound. Just my opinion. Is the stream ending? Not yet. We have about 10 minutes left of the stream before we wrap things up. So don't worry. We can still hang out for another 10 minutes. Season 15 pictures? Sure. Sea Bound. The Bound of the Seas. The Bound of the Seas. Will I ever do YouTube membership? I've been thinking about that. If that's something that you guys are interested in, I could totally look into that more. Basically putting memberships on the channel, certain ranks in the comments, that kind of stuff. If that's something that you guys are interested in, then we could totally do that. But I didn't really plan on providing memberships on the channel, gonna be real. Where do I get these images? I get them from official Ninjago trailers, and sometimes LEGO uploads galleries of the seasons, so it's easy enough to take screenshots and put them on my computer and put them into OBS. So, you know, just basically from official trailers and stuff. That's where I get these images. Whose hairstyle would I rather have of the original 4 Ninja? Who had the best hair when Ninjago first started? I mean, when Ninjago was coming out, I think I had Cole's hairstyle, and right now my hair is a little longer, so I could totally do like the Cole Island headband man bun look if I wanted to. So I'd say Cole. I think that's what I had. You know, that's what I had in terms of hair. I didn't really have Kai's hair. Didn't really have Jay's because my hair was too long. Didn't really have Zane's either. Probably Cole's. I think Cole has the best hairstyle. How am I able to share the screen? OBS has a feature where you can screen share. It's easy enough to find and implement. So, yeah, that's just how it is. It's all done using OBS Studio. All done using the exact same streaming software. Favorite version of Garmadon. Is it wrong to say the Ninjago movie Garmadon? Because the Ninjago movie Garmadon is hilarious. I love that variation of Garmadon. And a lot of that went into Sons of Garmadon, or not Sons of Garmadon, but March of the Oni Garmadon as well. So, you know how it is. I think movie Garmadon is pretty funny, in my opinion. Yes, OBS is free. You can download it for free online and use it to stream or record your screen whenever you want. Yes, it is free. I think there are like alternative versions of OBS that you can actually buy, but the base version that I have is free, and it basically works for everything that I want it to. So I would recommend OBS Studio if you guys are interested in streaming. Maybe if you want to do this for your own YouTube channel, feel free to do so. How are we doing on the poll? Ooh, Kai's creeping ahead and is currently in first place, followed by Cole, followed by Jay, followed by Zane. But Kai is now in the lead. Someone vote for Zane. Yeah, Zane doesn't have that many votes. Zane fans, if you haven't voted yet, feel free to vote for the Ninja of Ice. Help him out a little bit. He's kind of lagging behind. What am I studying in college? I'm studying marketing right now. And in fact, my new term just started today, so I have a whole bunch of new classes now that I have to look at later tonight to see what work I have to do. It's always fun, you know? Who's my favorite villain? I gotta go with either Garmadon, Chen, maybe the Overlord. Any of those three are pretty much my favorites. Am I rewatching the Spider-Man movies? We are done with that. We actually rewatched all of them. And I gotta figure out what I want to watch next. I think I might want to rewatch the Dark Knight trilogy. That might be my next movie watching project. For those of you that don't know, I'm also a big fan of movies. So, let's see. Possession Pictures? Sure. Season 5. Possession. It's the unofficial theme song for Possession, written by yours truly. Let's see. Favorite ninja suit that comes to mind? Golden Lloyd from the original Final Battle line of sets. That one is easily one of my favorite ninja suits. Ever watched Megamind? A long time ago. I know all the memes, though. I know all the memes of Megamind. Haven't watched it recently, though. Have I ever watched Lego City Adventures? It's a good series as well. I have not watched it, though, but some of you guys have, told me about it before and asked me if I had seen it. I haven't really looked into it, though. If there's any place where I could watch it online, feel free to let me know. But no, I have not seen it. Have I seen the Clifford movie? No, and I don't really plan on watching that, to be honest. Have I watched Squid Game? Yes, indeed. I finished that a couple weeks ago, actually. I heard they're getting ready to start production on season 2, which is fun. Very much looking forward to that. Jay's beating Cole now. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Cole started out in the lead, but hey, Kai quickly took over, and now Jay is currently beating Cole. Poor Zane only has 17% of the votes still. Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. Did I know there's a DX version of Lloyd? I did know that. I actually do have that figure. Came out in a Target exclusive minifigure cube. I think in, 2015? Sounds about right, 2014, 2015. One of those 2 years. I remember getting that figure. I still have it. Considered selling it a couple of times, but I think it's a very special figure. Jay fans, I summon thee. How close? Oh, Jay is really close. He's only 1 percentage point behind Kai. We will let this poll run until the end of the stream, I think, because we only have a couple of minutes left. So yeah, let's let it run until the end of the stream. We'll see which ninja can come on top at the very end. Will there be a DX version for Nia? Probably not, but if they wanted to do that, I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, they made one for Lloyd, right? And Nia had a dragon, with her NRG dragon, or whatever you want to call it. So, season 6, sure. Skybound. Sky to the bound. Someone else asked for Skybound pictures. Cool. Yeah, rest in peace, Zane. I don't think Zane's going to be making the top spot anytime soon, unless a miracle happens. If you guys have any friends that are Zane fans, feel free to send them this stream. Be like, hey man, go vote for Zane. We got to get him above at least Cole. Yeah. Did I get any of the Bricktober packs? No, but I have gotten some of the figures from those. I just never had, the full lineup. Never ended up doing that. I didn't really have a Toys R Us around me when Toys R Us was still a thing here in the US. Kind of jealous of Canada because they still have Toys R Us stores. We in the United States do not, unfortunately. It's very sad, very, very sad. With only a couple of minutes left in the stream, though, you guys, why don't we turn things over to rapid fire questions? Anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two, and that'll be a pretty good way to round out the stream. How long is the stream going to be? Probably another 3 to 4 minutes. So, people that are trying to get their friends to vote for Zane, you got like 4 minutes. But yeah, let's get some rapid fire questions in the chat. to end things off. Could they make a Ninjago advent calendar? They totally should, and I don't know why they haven't just yet. Let's see. Jay versus Nia, who would win? Probably Nia. Let's be real. Do I like milk? Yeah, milk's okay. Chocolate milk is pretty good. Can't go wrong with a good chalky milk. Let's see. What element would I want IRL? Maybe water, ice, lightning. One of those three for sure. Favorite Chris Hemsworth moment. I like the bit in Infinity War when he crashes down to Wakanda. That was pretty cool. My theater cheered. Jujutsu Kaisen or My Hero Academia? Gotta go with My Hero. I've only seen maybe the first 8 or 9 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, or however you pronounce that. I try my best here. I'm not Japanese. Apologies. Let's see. How did I get into Ninjago? I got into Ninjago from the beginning. I saw Ninjago first being advertised in a Lego magazine, I believe in November of 2010. So that's how I got into Ninjago, and quickly fell in love with the series as soon as the pilots aired. Am I ranking the episodes for season 2? Eventually, yes, but not anytime soon. I really got to get on that, though. I understand. Season 2 or Hands of Time? Season 2, because it has the final battle. I'd rather watch the final battle than Hands of Time. Let's be real. Do I ship Kyler? Yes, indeed. I love Kai and Skylar together. Do I qualify Ninjago as an anime? Not technically, but a lot of the themes in Ninjago and the story itself could very much make for a good anime. Let's see. What else do you guys got for me? Hey, Waffle. Waffle's awake, everybody. Hi, Waffle. How you doing? She woke up from her nap in her cardboard box to say hi at the very end of the stream. Hello, Waffle. Yes, we see you. Love you, Waffle. You're so cute. Season 11 or Season 7? Gotta go with Season 7. I'd rather watch Hands of Time right now. Did the ninjas' personalities change in Season 7? Not really. I thought they were all, pretty consistent, jumping from Season 7 to Season 8. So I didn't really see a huge change in them for sure. Old Ninjago or new Ninjago? Probably older Ninjago for me just because of the nostalgia, but newer Ninjago is still pretty solid, I must say. Favorite shoulder pad? I love Skybound's shoulder pads. Those have been reused quite a bit. Those are awesome. Yeah, probably Skybound's. Who's my favorite ninjas? It's still Skylar. Well, Skylar's not really technically a ninja, but she is my favorite, or one of my favorite elemental masters. My favorite ninja of the core 6 is probably Cole. I think Cole's the best. I like Rusty Zane. Yeah, Echo Zane is pretty cool. Let's answer one more question before we wrap up the stream today. One more question. We need a big question. In the meantime, let me look at the poll and see where we're at. We're going to end off the poll. And Kai fans, congratulations. Kai has won with how many votes did Kai get? Come on, Kai. How many votes you got? We have 29% votes for Kai, followed by Cole, who was also very close, followed by Jay, followed by Zane, who only got 17%. How unfortunate. We have a donation from Maximus. Not going to say the next part of your name, bud, but thank you very much for the $4.99, and we will answer your question last here.
Pizza time.
Pizza time indeed. Have you ever had the feeling that a Ninjago season is still airing? I was wandering around Manhattan. I felt like Hunted is still airing. I mean, yeah, that's kind of, it's kind of how it goes here. I'm not even sure what season we're on in the States. I think season 13 was the last one that aired here. But it definitely feels like Ninjago Hunted still has like half of it to air. That is for sure. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning in to today's stream. That'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Let's go over our streaming schedule really quick one more time for those of you guys that need a reminder, or if those of you guys, if some of you guys are new here, of course, you might want to see this. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. And yeah, guys, that'll pretty much do it for my thoughts here today on today's live stream. this is our ending screen. Some of you guys have been putting some hugs in the chat. I'll totally do that as well. Everybody spam the word hug in the chat. It's good for community morale. Shows everybody that you're not in this alone. We're all here together. Big group hug. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's stream. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time. We're just going to be doing another one of these streams tomorrow. And then on Friday, we will have a Kahoot. So come back Friday if you want to be part of the Kahoot. Otherwise, come back tomorrow for more casual hangout Q&A sessions, things and stuff and stuff and things. So thank you very much for watching. Yeah, thanks for being a fantastic audience. Thanks for some of you guys that donated. Thanks to you guys that have been here hanging out with me, chit chat and asking questions. It's a lot of fun. You guys have been a terrific audience. You guys are awesome. Hopefully the rest of your day goes by pretty quickly, pretty well, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.